Time limits fucking up these battles. Who do you blame? The leagues or the battle rappers?
I said I speak my mind. Anything I seek, I find. I'm just trying to get a peace of mind. So anybody trying to get a piece of my peace, nigga, peace, I'm fine.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy ARP. Rare-Breed Entertainment is the movement. Yo, let's talk about this. This is a blog I've been wanting to do for months. I ain't gonna front, it just popped back in my head after watching Lux versus Clips. Good battle. But yo, let's chop this fable, man. Who the fuck is ruining the battles? Is it the league's fault or is it the battle rappers' fault? By the time we get to the end of this blog, I'm gonna give you my opinion on which one I think it is. Alright, let's jump into this. Let's give two examples of how the battle rappers fuck up the battles with time limits, and give two examples of how the leagues and the platforms fuck up the battles with time limits. Let's start with the battle rappers. It's shown and proven, we've seen it. Battle rappers set each other up. They'll have times where everybody is under the same impression that a battle or a round has a given time limit, but they still purposely come with more material.
He told me don't X Factor him, he gonna X Factor me.
You know what I'm saying? Let's use an example of Charlie Clips versus X Factor, okay? Now, we saw what happened in that battle. We saw that X Factor went much shorter than Charlie Clips, but I think there's some backstory to it, right? Didn't Charlie Clips kind of break down that backstory in the battle himself?
But you begged to go one, and then you asked me, can I only rap for 5 minutes? My reply, 5 minutes, suck my dick. I'll rap it till I'm finished.
Second example of how some battle rappers at times can mess up battles because of time limits. They're just simply unpredictable. I'll give you an example. Arsenal. Did y'all see Arsenal versus Shotta Horror, the rematch? Like the league and Shotta, I think it was like the end of the third round or something like that. They damn near was chasing him around the ring to get him to stop rapping. You know what I'm saying? Here's another one. If you was in the building for the Crown in Chicago with Arsenal versus Young Ill, you know what I'm saying? There was times Young Ill got on the mic, he was frustrated, he was tight, he was screaming into the microphone, yo, on my mama, if he go over again, it's gonna be problems and all that, yada, yada, yada. Sometimes artists are just unpredictable, and maybe it's even because of that moment. They say, fuck that, I'm going longer. You never know. But you can't predict that shit. It ain't like, let's say, Rex. If you book Rex for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, you know he's gonna stick to the time limit. So the league and the opponent better stick to the time limit too. But let's keep it 100. Some people is unpredictable. Now we're gonna keep it fair. Let's get into the first example of how a league or a platform could fuck up the battle because of time limits. Now let's stick up for Arsenal. Keep it real. Are you not paying attention to battle rap? Like, why would you book Arsenal in a 2-minute round? You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. I don't think that anybody should ever book Arsenal in a 2-minute round. His style is always shown to unfold over 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. He freestyles, he rebuttals, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes leagues book 2-minute rounds or 90-second rounds because it works out financially. You know, it's just a reality that I'm speaking right now. I'm speaking the truth. You know what I mean? But we have to do a job of understanding the styles that we're booking. For example, Big K, Shotgun Suge. It's good or it's fine to book them in shorter rounds because they're strong in shorter rounds. There's no problem with them in 2-minute rounds. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to book a Show Off or an Arsenal or even a Murder Mook in a fucking 2-minute round. You got to pay attention to the styles. It doesn't fit. Second example of how a platform or a league can fuck up the battle with the time limits. Now, this is a little bit more understandable. It simply is higher circumstances. I'll give you an example. Iron Solomon versus Daylight. Now, I don't know if y'all paid attention to the developments of this battle, or maybe you didn't care, or maybe you didn't pick up on it, or maybe I'm the only person that's going to keep it real and actually say this shit. But the overtone of that battle leading in was that if Iron Solomon has an opportunity to actually rap in an unbiased environment, that he will shine. It'll be a different outcome than it was with him and Mook. Okay? Like, we heard talks of that and opinions of that with like Disaster's prediction blog talking about the match. You know what I mean? I actually even heard like subliminals related to that during the live commentary. You know what I'm saying? During the actual battle. Alright? So that was the overtone of the match. Now, if you have that type of overtone, and if that's what you're looking to do, of giving Iron Solomon an opportunity to really shine and get all his shit out, you'd be damned if you're gonna fucking call time on him. But you see in the footage, Daylight was hitting like, yo, this motherfucker, he's going over the time limit. So you could say that's the league's fault, but more understandable. Another example of higher circumstance. Let's use Cortez versus Rex. Now, maybe not as much at the time for Rex, but definitely for Cortez. That was a huge opportunity on a huge card on a huge stage. So, at least me, you know what I'm saying? Or for certain platform owners or whatever, you don't really want to call time on Cortez. And I'm sure the league didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know like it was more sort of pressure from Rex. You know what I mean? Because Rex really sticks to the time limits. You can't blame him for that. You got to prep for it. So you can't blame Rex, but it is what it is. But that's a big opportunity for Cortez. And if Cortez had an opportunity to get all of his material out, it could have even changed his career at that time. Let's keep it real. You know what I mean? Jims versus Cortez. Let me use Cortez again. Now, Jims, it's a big opportunity for him to get Cortez. Now, what if Jims is going over a little bit? Do I really want to fucking call time on Jims in the biggest battle, the biggest opportunity of his career? Nah. It's the same scenario. The same way I don't think somebody would want to call time on Cortez because of that opportunity. It'd be the same thing if we called time on fucking Jims. Cortez is on both sides of that coin. You know what I mean? So that's an example. That's an example of a higher circumstance. Fucked up part is we have no clue, unless they drop their balls outside of the ring, but we have no clue how much material we've actually lost. Nobody knows what else Lux had for clips in that third round. You know what I'm saying? Even there's some examples of that on R.b.e. There's a lot of them. You just don't see them because they happen so seamless. I mean, I'll show you two examples right now.
I roll through East Street, pull up on his block like beat, beat, bang, bang when the target locks in his face like Chief Keef. That's
Yo, listen. I'm gonna give you that next shit. One more round, I ain't done rhyming. Hey, yo, r.b.e. what it did to fuck the world. Don't get fucked by it, man. Give it up, man.
Did you catch that? Happens a lot in R.b.e. battles. Happens a lot. I mean, somebody goes over the time limit, and I tell them they in their grace period. It's just certain battle rappers are more graceful with closing out. They could freestyle, they could bring in their closer, you know what I mean? And you never even really tell that they was going over the time limit because nobody jumped out there and started screaming, time, 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 time. You know what I'm saying? But it's lost material. But you do got situations sometimes where even last minute, the battle rappers agree to allow each other to get all their shit out.
Let's go. Alright. See, this is what I respect. Ain't no time limit.
Then you got times where there was no verbal agreement needed, but both artists still allow each other to rock out.
It ain't that long, my nigga. It's the last one, though.
I'm gonna make one more point before I get to my conclusion. There's two reasons for the most part why battle rappers care about time limits, and usually one reason why league and platform owners give a fuck about time limits. Alright? The first reason for battle rappers. Time limits are a part of negotiations. It wasn't always like that, but definitely over like the last 2 years, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've actually had situations where battles have fallen out because, you know, an artist wanted X amount for 2 minutes and, you know, a substantial difference for 3-minute rounds. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's part of negotiations now. I actually spoke about this almost 2 years ago in a blog. I called it Time Limit Divas, and it's still on the channel. I mean, I even went back and forth with Big T about this a little bit. And I understand the artist side, that the prep is a big difference. An added minute per round of material, it's a lot more memorizing and performing out, and you know, you could fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, I understand it. The other reason why battle rappers give a fuck about time limits for the most part is because it's a subconscious thing that when you're watching a battle, if the other person goes longer and they have a flawless round, it just seems like they won. It's supposed to be quality over quantity, but that's not how fans judge battles. They be like, oh, he went 5 minutes and he was killing. This person only went 3 minutes. Fuck that. Give it to the nigga that went 5 minutes. I understand that too. The leagues. The leagues give a fuck about time limits really because one factor. They themselves are under a venue time limit. You know what I mean? So sometimes they have to rush through battles. The best, it happens to the best of us. You know what I'm saying? You have battle rappers that show up late. The fans come, you know, real late to battles too. And even the leagues, the staff sometimes of the leagues, they take long setting up and all that. You know what I mean? Like there's different factors. But at the end of the day, that is one of the fucking reasons. You gotta rush because the venue is about to kick you the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, why else would a league give a fuck about somebody giving you more material than what you paid for? So in conclusion, who's to blame? Both sides is to blame. Both sides. But a wise man once said, do not come to me with a problem unless you're coming to me with some form of solution. So here's my solution that I'll offer up as an idea. Because obviously over here, we ain't scared to push the envelope. We not. Now I get it. You do need a neutral party to jump in when one side is ODing. But like I broke down, I think more of the responsibility still falls on the battle rapper to write what they're contracted to write. So, what if r.b.e. wasn't clocking battles? What if we did our next card and nobody up there is looking at their watch or their cell phone? What if we tell the battle rappers up front, we not gonna be looking at our watch or our cell phone? And if you got a problem, look at each other. Y'all think that's worth a shot? I don't know. Jump in the comments, man. I'm logging onto the channel myself. I'm gonna go back and forth with y'all in the comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Share the video. Let's talk about it, man. It's your boy. I'm out of here.
Another man I will never fear. I work hard, blood, sweat, and tears. It ain't fair, please. I beat up the beat and make the snare bleed. No sudden moves, don't you dare breathe. A.r.p, I'm a rare breed. Shout out to Shotta too.